So I did want to talk a little bit more about my car camper setup in my 2010 Honda Fit. I won't have her forever. She's got 165,000 miles on her now, and although if I continue to take care of this engine, I could easily get her up to 300,000 miles or even more. But this was my commuter, my daily driver. About 5-ish years ago, maybe 5.5, I just decided, it was after the COVID time, during the COVID time, and I just decided I was going to take what I had and figure out how to get out in nature, and started camping in the back of my car. This fortunately is a hatchback. The rear passenger seats fold all the way down into the floor. It's completely flat cargo space back here, and it just happened for my 5'9" frame, I was able to stretch out completely comfortably in the back of this car. And at the time, I had some camping equipment because I went maybe once or twice a year, and I was really missing getting out more often like I used to when the kids were little, and I grew up camping all the time. My stepdad really instilled a love for camping and adventure and being in nature in me. And at the time I had an ice cooler, I had an igloo, and did it the old-fashioned way for a long time with that. I just had to get ice, regularly, and because of all the hiking I have done around the Arizona area, I had a little jet boiler, backpacker jet boiler. I just started, experimenting and cooking more foods on that. I didn't really have a camping stove. Had a, sleeping bag. I had a little small pup tent, which before I had a shower tent, that's what I used for my bathroom. So no standing up in it, but, had a space that was private, and also a place to store my camping beds and a camping chair, and, just the basics. Some of the things from meeting other nomads and van lifers, RV lifers, truck lifers, I have learned a lot from my friends along the way. I'm sorry, but this random hair blowing in the wind is really bugging me. So I eventually got a power station. A Jackery was given to me. Beautiful woman just got a bigger one and gave me this 300-watt one. It's just tiny. And I got some solar panels, just 100-watt solar panels, enough to keep it charged. That's been a blessing. And I got a small 21-liter set power fridge, and believe it or not, the little Jackery and the 100-watt solar panels keeps my fridge running in moderate temperatures. In Phoenix, in the very hot summer temps in the middle of the summer, no, I have to unplug it, put it up, and go back to using an ice cooler. It's just too hot. It can't keep up. The compressor cannot keep up with the outside heat. So found that out. I still camp and travel very minimalistically. Just what I need. The bare essentials. I don't have a lot of fancy things and gizmos and gadgets. Gosh, I did get a little water pump for my water bottles, $8. That was worth it. Other things I have to charge using my Jackery. Sorry, the flies just came out of nowhere. I have a little blender for making smoothies. I have a little vacuum for vacuum out my car. I have a couple little camping lanterns, one bigger one and a smaller handheld one that is also a flashlight. I have a couple little oscillating fans I keep charged up on my Jackery. Of course, my phone and watch and iPad devices. I do have a laptop. I think that's pretty much everything that I'm able to keep charged up on this little 300 watt Jackery power station. Yeah, so I just encourage you all to know that you can just take what you already have and, plan a weekend or more to get away in nature. And then once you're out, I don't recommend buying a whole bunch of things that you think you're going to need before you make a trip like this. I much more encourage just using what you have and getting out there and having a few experiences and trips in nature. And then you'll figure out along the way what it is you need that will make your life better and what comforts you need to have with you. And for everybody, that's different, right? So some people need more comfort, some people need less. I grew up tent camping and camping very primitively, cooking on campfires, and that's kind of what I'm used to. And also backpacking is what I'm used to, so being very minimal, very simple, works for me. I don't need a lot, and I like that. If I had too many things in this little car, that would be uncomfortable, and that would probably stress me out and give me anxiety. Less is better for me. So yeah, I just encourage you to, if you want to start a journey like this, start with just what you have and then go from there. It's worked for me. I do have some plans and goals for the future as I continue this. I will be getting a different vehicle eventually, something that is made more for off-roading, getting down these forest roads. It has a little more ground clearance. I have really beat the crap out of my my little Honda Fit, not in a bad way. I've been very careful, but she's got some scratches and we bottomed out a couple times on rocks. I know, I'm admitting it. Yeah, so new vehicles in the future. A bigger power station is in the future, and bigger, more watts of solar panels, because there are just times where I cannot help but be in the hotter temperatures because I do still work, during the school year, and I have moved into my car camper full time. I now live full time in my car camper. So keeping my fridge running in the hotter months means I need a bigger power station. So that's coming, and bigger solar panels. And right now that's it. Past those upgrades, I don't really know what I'm going to need as I get closer to retirement or what I'm going to want. For now, I just want and need a comfortable space to sleep in, big enough power station to keep everything running, and a vehicle that has higher clearance and is an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive so that I can safely navigate back roads, forest roads, and not be concerned about that like I am now. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to watching butterflies and being lazy. is one more question I do get a lot of. Probably I get asked this question more than any other question. Am I afraid to camp solo by myself and travel by myself? And the answer to that is no. There's not much to be afraid of. There's nobody out here. I love the solitude. I'm sleeping in a closed up, locked up car at night. I have a dog with me. And I also carry forms of protection. More than one with me. So no. I find the nomad traveling camping community to be the kindest, most generous, nicest people you'll ever meet, and that's really all you run into out here. That's, the scary people are, in my opinion, are in the cities. That's where I have more anxiety and I'm more afraid being a solo, single female. But not out here. This is where I feel the safest, to be honest. I'm not new to camping and traveling. I've been doing it my entire life, and it's actually what's normal for me. And no, not afraid. Nothing to be afraid of. Except, in the hotter months, rattlesnakes, maybe. Be careful. I have been in Arizona for most of my adult life, so I do understand the desert. I understand the critters and the animals in the desert. And, you gotta be smart and understand your surroundings and where you're at. Probably the only time I ever felt some kind of anxiety or fear was last summer when I was traveling across 12 states to Wisconsin and back. I had decided last minute to go north from Nebraska up into South Dakota. Nebraska was just way too hot and humid. It was really awful and uncomfortable. And the drive up to South Dakota was back roads, pretty much 400 miles of nothing but ranchers and cattle. And I didn't see a single soul or a single person. And I ended up driving through the Rosebud reservation, and I just felt out of place, out of sorts, having anxiety, having fear, because I didn't really know where I was, never been there before. But it ended up being amazing. I ended up in a beautiful prairie grasslands camp spot that was a free camper place, and the weather was bad. It was overcast, cloudy, windy. The winds were atrocious, and that was really the only time on the road traveling that I felt any kind of fear or anxiety. But I ended up sleeping good that night. Woke up to a beautiful, beautiful morning on a small lake, a little fishing lake, in the camp spot I was at, and I never felt that feeling again. So, for the most part, 99.9% of the time, I feel very comfortable, very safe, and love the solitude of my travels. Being solo is amazing. I don't have to deal with people. It's great. And I get to see wonderful, beautiful, amazing places. Like this behind me right now is wow, gorgeous. With the afternoon sun is hitting everything. It's priceless, priceless. And this is free. So a lot of places to travel and visit and camp that are free. I gave up an apartment for this. Totally worth it.